Hello people on the internet, the Rocket360 here, and I'm back for another review. This time we actually got another Transformers Studio Series to review for you guys. Today we're reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. Now I did actually pick this guy up at GameStop yesterday. It was the last one, so I was looking up to get him and stuff. But anyways, another dude, like, get started with the packaging, shall we? So, I mean, even though I rarely review package, but anyway, so the package you can see is actually quite big right here. So, here we actually got the package of the Studio Series Optimus Prime from Age of Extinction. It says Transformers Studio Series from Transformers Age of Extinction, Optimus Prime, Hasbro. And here's the big guy himself, Optimus Prime. I don't know what art it is, but I do love this artwork. I'm guessing it's new, but it looks like one of those fan art that I see. Here's nothing really at the top. Here's another one. And I do love how they use one of the promotion art. And here's the figure himself, so it looks really nice. The paint looks nice in the back. That's from here or here or here. But anyways, I guess that's about it for the packaging. So we can actually like get the packaging out of the way because we're not gonna need it anymore. And you guys already know what we're here for. So anyways, so let's get started with the review, shall we? So here we actually got the Optimus Prime and vehicle mode. Now I do want to mention this guy costs like $50, and I mean he's kind of like a Voyager side. Like why is he a later class? I think because of the weight to it have, and plus maybe the accessories too, but I'm not sure. But sometimes you do make excuses to make stuff to eliters nowadays. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? First thing first, let's review the accessories first. So he does come with quite an accessory. So he does come with the Sword of Judgment right here, which it looks amazing. The sculpt looks amazing. I do love the sword. And this can actually come off. We can actually like put on his hand easily, which I do love that. Also, it does come with the handle. Well, where you're gonna actually have the shield and the sword like displaying the back, which I do love how they include this. And also come with the come with the shield right here, which it does actually morph to a gun. We'll show that off later, but for now, I'm gonna keep it regular. There we go. And last but not least, it does come with this blade he used on Galvatron, which is the blade he used in the rest of the Michael Bay trilogy, like 1, 2, and 3. I'm happy to include that, but I still wish they could include the gun he used. Missed opportunity right there, in my opinion. You know, just to make an excuse that you know what I mean, like make an excuse why he did leader class, you know. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? So here we actually got Optimus Prime's Ode to Glory, and by far, I think this has to be, in my opinion, the best version of the Optimus Prime design. Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's my favorite design. I prefer the 1, 2, and 3 design, but I'm talking about like in the past, you guys know they actually tried to make this toy mode and stuff. Age of Extinction was based off a concept art. The Last Night was actually fairly accurate and stuff, but I think this one actually almost captured it. But sadly, it actually has some cables, so it's actually hard to translate this into toy mode and sometimes. But I think this one, in my opinion, has to be the best version of this toy and stuff, the Age of Extinction Prime. So let's get started, shall we? So, and yes, and he does transform to the Western Star Trek. I think that's what it's called, the Western Trek, which it looks amazing. Now, by far away, it kind of looks like the Voyager Optimus Prime from The Last Night. It does kind of look like the Voyager Prime from The Last Night. But if you look from here, you can tell it's from Studio Series. But anyway, let's get started, shall we? So right here, we actually get front of the grill right here. So I do love how they paint this the grill silver and stuff, which looks nice. And right here, you actually got a blue paint right here, which I don't know if it's accurate to the movie. I'm not sure, but I might actually look at image later. But it looks nice no matter what and stuff. So it actually has a nice Ottawa logo right here, which it looks amazing. So I do love the sculpted detail they did. Some nice headlights and stuff, but yeah. And right here, they actually have some nice flame effect right here, which it looks nice. The paint job and everything looks amazing. And from here, you actually have some nice detail, which I wish it was painted, but I guess I didn't have the budget for it. Right here, this could have been painted and stuff, but the skull over here looks nice. I do love that. But yeah, got some flame detail right here and stuff, and you actually got the wheel detail. Now I do love how the wheels actually have a pin on it right there, which you rarely get from figures nowadays, which it looks nice. Right here in the top, you actually have a silver, the silver thing atop in the top of the truck and stuff, and have some nice headlight right here. I do love how the windows are painted and stuff, because like I said, I was never a fan of the clear window where you actually can see all the robot parts. I would prefer, like on Transform, to actually have a black window and stuff. That's just me, you know. But I do love this right here and top. Top of the truck mode looks amazing and stuff. That's a nice detail over here. I don't know if they're meant to be silver, but I'm not sure. The doors right here actually have some nice sculpt detail here. There's some letter you can barely see. Some more sculpt detail right here. Some more flame effect and stuff, which just looks amazing and stuff. But yeah, some more gray detail over here, like the gas tank. And the thing you actually get atop in the truck and stuff. And right here, you actually got some nice smokestack right here. This right here is actually blue, unfortunately, but it is what it is, you know. Right here, the wheels look nice and stuff. But I do love that. Well, they kind of look, no, never mind, they're actually different wheels, so that's good. And yeah, you got some hollowness underneath us, unfortunately, but luckily it doesn't actually have any kibbles and stuff. In the back of the truck, have some nice blue paint detail and stuff, and here's some nice sculpted detail right here. And right here, you actually got the thing where you can actually put in trailers and stuff, which, you know, I was originally not planning to do that, but I decided, you know, screw it. Let me just pause it real quick, get a trailer real quick. Alright guys, so I'm back right now. So I did actually found one trailer. I actually have two trailers, but I'm using Target Optimus Prime trailer for an example, so I'm not sponsored anyways. So anyways, okay, that I did not expect. Hold on, let me just put this back. I did not expect that. I guess I pressured it too much. I kind of forced it. Okay, let me just. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me just like put the trailer on. I mean, it kind of works, you know. I mean, he never actually used a trailer in the 4 and 5 movie, so yeah. In this design be specific, it kind of works, you know. But maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I don't know. But yeah, he's rolled well pretty well and stuff, like always for every Optimus Prime. But yeah, anyways, for such comparison, because I do actually have quite some figures like the comparison vehicle mode. So anyways, let's get started, shall we? So first thing first, here is with the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime right here. This is actually the original figure from 2014. Got this from a comic book store. Yeah. Look at this. I do hope we still get a series here of this figure, but I still love this figure no matter what. But yeah. Anyways, next comparison. Here is with the Hunt for the Decepticon Ironhide right here. I think this kind of works right here. I think. I could be wrong. But I do know a semi-truck's supposed to be a lot taller. Now, if you compare with the studios here, it does not work. But compare with this design, I mean, this mold, in my opinion, it actually works well, you know. Anyways, last but not least, here's with the Nitro B right here. Yeah. Look at that. I think kind of worked, but I don't know. But hold on, let me just like. I mean, it kind of worked, you know. But anyways, let's get started with the transformation. So I transformed this guy twice and stuff. So I just want to let you guys know. So anyways, first thing first. First thing first, like we actually let me actually move this out of the way and stuff, and let me just move the camera here. Let me just get the weapon accessory out of the way. Alright, let's just move this in the back. I'm right here, and I guess we can actually just move this right here already. Repeat the message right here. I mean, repeat this right here, and alright, so I guess we could just separate these already and stuff, because why not? And let's move these right here out of the way. So, and now we can actually like move this right here and get these legs. I guess we can actually do the leg part first, you know. But first, you actually move this right here. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you have to like extend it a bit like this. There we go. Alright, there we go. And move this over here. No, it's like this, you know. And you actually want to. Okay, something that has. Okay, never mind. So it's something. So you want to move this right here and get these legs right here. And I'll repeat the exact same thing from here, you know. Like always, move these and get this like thing right here. And you actually want to expand that a little bit right here like this. And get these feet out of the way. And move over here, and you know, we'll repeat the exact same thing from here. I'll just move over here. And there we go. So yeah, I think we're actually done with the legs now and stuff. So anyways, what do you want to do is like sometimes these parts get tricky, but you know what, I guess we can actually just move these right here. And why not, let's just get this out of the way and alright, move this like this, like so, and there we go. There we go. And now can disconnect this right here and do the exact same thing from here. And move to the arm right here. We keep these arms out of the way right here. And well, let's just move the shoulder a bit. Get these out of the way and repeat the exact same thing from here. And let's move like these right here, like so, and there we go. Alright, so let me just move these up top. Alright, I guess you could actually, if you want to, you can actually like get these down here. And yeah. Anyways, move this right here. And you move these right here. Alright, that's a connection right there, so you wanna like pop that in there. Like so, and there we go. And for this, like you actually wanna move these to the top right here, and let me try to get this to the peg right here. You can see that the peg literally over there, so let me try to actually get it in. Got that in. Let me try to get the other one in. There we go. Like so, and anyways, we move from here. You actually want to like move this right here and put this right here. There we go. And oh crap, I gotta like move this again. Repeat this right here, exact same thing. And there we go, and there we go, repeat the exact same thing. Alright, and now we move these arms right here. Alright, let me just like, hold on. Okay, I guess like this is like this thing right here, this actually connect to the peg right here and stuff, so let's try to get that there. Something's difficult to do it, so yeah. Let's try. I think we already did it. Yeah, I think we already did it. So move this arm right here. Like so, and we're actually halfway done right now. So This you actually want to move this down right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna actually get these over here. Pull them like this. And over like this, and we can actually rotate it right here. The connection right here. And there we go. If you guys like it, just do it like this right here. Alright, so I think we actually got everything connected. Wait, hold on, let me just like try to connect this right here. Let me just move this in the back and alright. Alright, just give me a minute. Let me just line this up real quick. Okay, let me just pause it real quick. Alright, so I finally got a connector here and stuff. So, anyways, let me move the shoulder right here. Now, I'm guessing we're done. So, yeah, we're done. I mean, you guys can move it like this if you want to, so it doesn't really matter. So, anyways, yep, we're done. So, yeah, it's official. We're done right now. So, anyways, let me just move these hands right here. Yep, sorry, we're done right here. So, anyways, I'm gonna, before I get started with the review, let me just move this up top right here. Alright, like, no, I think it's fine like this. Anyway, yep, we're done. So, anyways, here we actually got Transformers Age of Extinction, Optimus Prime, and his robot mode. And surprisingly, this guy does look amazing. Now, yes, he has some problem there and there, but besides that, he's actually technically an amazing figure. Everything about it just like, just looks so amazing and stuff. I do love the detail and stuff. Now, I do wish there were like more paint to it, which we'll actually get to that later and stuff. But yeah, now it is confirmed we're actually getting the Last Night variant next year. So I'm giving it come with the exact same accessories, especially with that blade he tried to kill Bumblebee with. I do hope he had to come with a gun, you know. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? And let's just put the camera on top. So I decided to stand up because my leg was literally killing me. Well, I mean, my knees was killing me, you know. Anyways, so yeah, here we actually got Optimus Prime, and like I said, everything about this guy looks amazing. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? So we can start with the head sculpt right here. So the head sculpt looks nicely painted, detail and stuff. I'm not a fan of the gray they use, but I guess it is what it is, you know. They gotta work something out. But the head sculpt looks amazing and stuff, so I do love it. And I do love the light blue eye he actually has, and blue paint and stuff. The sculpt of the head sculpt looks amazing and stuff, so I do actually love there. I mean, I do love this and stuff. So everything about it looks amazing. Sculpt detail wise looks amazing and stuff. But yeah, in the back, you actually have nothing but gray paint and stuff. I wish there were like some blue paint to it and stuff, but I guess it is what it is, you know. But yeah, and you can see the smokestack right here. In the back cable, if you actually notice, there's actually the detail he actually has, like the back. Unfortunately, it's actually blocked from this back cable. Now, you guys can actually remove the back cable, but I'm not gonna do that and stuff. Probably gonna do that as a short video instead. But yeah, but the detail looks amazing in the back, but this cable kind of like ruins it and stuff. I guess they gotta work them out, you know. But it is what it is, you know. But yeah, anyways, we actually took a look at the front right here. So the detail on the front of the chest just looks fantastic. So everything about it looks amazing. So we actually looked at the detail right here. So we actually have this sculpted detail right here, which it looks amazing. The sculpt looks amazing. So yeah, anyways, the mechanical detail, they did a fantastic job. I'm not a fan of the paint they use. You can see right here, there's an Autobot logo right here. You can barely see it, but yeah. Right here, we actually got the red part of the truck right here. So I do love how it finally added some flame details, which the Last Night version did not have. The Voyager, yeah, like I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is the Voyager Optimus Prime. Okay. sorry, like someone came in and stuff. But anyways, the detail right here looks amazing. The sculpt wise, everything looks amazing. But like I was saying, the original Voyager Optimus Prime from the last night, it did not actually have any flame detail. But this one, I'm happy to include this right here. It just looks amazing. So I do love the sculpt right here. And I actually do love the gold paint right here they actually have right here. So the sculpt on this chip looks amazing. Has a bit of some robot cable, unfortunately, but yeah. Anyway, we move to the arm right here. See, the arms actually have some nice mechanical detail right here. I do wish this part was painted blue and stuff. So we actually got the... And the shoulder looks amazing. I do love how the shoulder looks and stuff. It is actually fairly accurate to the movie. He did actually have these shoulders. I do wish it was painted, but unfortunately it is what it is. And we actually got the arms right here. The arms actually is based off when he first scanned the truck mode and stuff. I would prefer if they actually used the upgrade arm he actually had in the end of the movie. I don't think they ever made an Optimus Prime with the upgrade arm besides like third party or yellow part or like or you know, those statues, you know. But I don't know, I was never a fan of this arm right here and stuff, but I mean the detail looks nice, you know. It would have been amazing to clear out a gun, you know. Mechanical detail looks amazing still and stuff, so we actually have a pig right here. Some more detail and stuff, but yeah. So I do love that. So the hands looks amazing and stuff, so I do love that. Right here is literally clear the exact same thing from the other arm. But like I said, I still would have preferred they actually have the night arms, which I think they'll do that with the last night version, but we'll see. Anyways, we actually got the night part right here, which it looks amazing, sculpt detail and everything. Do love that, and there's more of this detail right here, which I wish they were a bit painted and stuff. But unfortunately, it is what it is, you know. But it does look nice anyways, no matter what. So yeah, not much from the back. But anyways, the leg right here looks fantastic, really fantastic in my opinion. So you actually have some nice mechanical detail right here and stuff. And I do wish like there were like painted red paints, because this is supposed to be words right here. So the detail on the legs looks amazing. And yes, it does actually have some robot cable like this right here. But like I said, they did what they tried to do, you know. But it is what it is, you know. So right here, we actually got some nice mechanical detail right here and stuff. You actually have some nice gold paint. More detail right here. Got some wheel pits right here. And the legs right here looks amazing. You actually have the red paint right here. Looks nice and stuff. And the back has some robot cable and stuff. Which, like I said, it is what it is, you know. We can really do nothing about it, you know. But yeah. But honestly, like, it looks amazing. So we're here, literally the exact same and stuff. Some more detail and everything, but yeah. Anyways, now we actually get to the articulation wise. Let me just move the shoulder right here. Head's on a ball joint and stuff, so I do love that. So it looks amazing. Arms can move like this right here. Arms can move like this. Arms can move like this right here. And this surprise, this hand is actually articulated well too. You can actually get some cool poses, especially from the poster. And damn, no swivel. But actually no, articulate our swivel right here. Which you guys can get any good poses you guys want. Like can move like this. Like can move like this and move like this right here. That can actually have some bit of articulation way too. So yeah. Anyways, for articulation wise, he's actually quite amazing. So I think this might be the best figure of 2025, but I'm not sure, to be honest. Anyways, now for comparison. So which one do I compare first? First thing first, I'm not gonna do that much comparison. So anyways, oh yeah, before we do the comparison, I will actually like show off the weapons first. But anyways, here's the Sword of Judgment he does come with. Alright, let's make him hold it. So, but look at this. I think this, in my opinion, this has to be the best the best sword they actually gave him. You know, the best reputation of the Sword of Judgment, and it looks amazing. I do wish it would have actually have more paint, because it did actually have some blue paint to it and stuff. But I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of like this bland gray color and stuff. But it's better than nothing, you know. Anyways, but the sword looks amazing and stuff. I do like it. But it just could have just used some more paint, you know, to it and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me, you know. And now you guys want to move the back. Here's this peg right here. Just put it on. And get this sword out of here. And just put the sword back. So, and I do love they include this, so you can actually have the sword right here stored in the bag. And the best part is how you can actually store with a shield too. I mean, look at that. This just looks amazing because it was accurate to the movie. If you ever want to make it better, you can actually remove the back cable and do the exact same thing. But like I said, I'll do that in a separate video. But look at this. This just goes hard for no reason. Speaking of the shield, let's just leave the sword in the back. So yeah, if you already know, I just showed it off in the beginning. So the shield can actually morph to the gun, which I don't think he ever did that in the movie, but it doesn't really matter. This just looks amazing, and if you guys like it, actually have him in the shield. This just looks amazing. This just goes hard for no reason. And for the last accessory, he does come with the original blade, which you can actually have him hold it like a regular sword right here. It look like he's ready for battle. But he mostly actually had it hold on. Yeah, I just want to peg it right here, and there we go. I think I'm gonna display him like this because this just goes hard for no reason. But look at it. It looks amazing holding the original blade, which I'm happy they included that blade, you know. But look at this. It just looks amazing. Anyways, now for size comparison. Anyways, let's get started with the size comparison, shall we? First thing first. Here's with the Optimus Prime from Hunt for Decepticon or Revenge of the Fallen. This is the Voyager one. Yeah, you can see the size. This is the Voyager, and this is the leader class. Yeah, leader class has shrunken down for the past years and stuff. And they're making excuses nowadays and stuff. It really sucks because they're actually making excuses. They're like, oh, the reason why it's a leader class, meaning because of the accessories or maybe because of the weight to it and stuff. In my opinion, that's their excuse, just to actually in my opinion, that's their excuse, just to get more money off of it and stuff. But hey, I still bought it anyways because I actually want this Prime, you know. When it comes to design wise, I prefer this design, you know. But yeah. Anyways, the last comparison we'll do is the yellow part off this Prime from the last night. Now, I think I mentioned in the video, I was originally not planning to get this because I actually got this anyways, but I actually wanted Optimus Prime as more transformed and plus blend in with the Studio Series figures, because this guy doesn't blend in well with the Studio Series because he just looks too good, you know, to be with them, you know. But yeah. Oh yeah. I literally forgot to compare it in the vehicle mode and stuff. So I do actually have this Galvatron, and I still have. I wish I could compare him to vehicle mode, but it's too late anyways. People already done it anyways. But yeah. So yeah, that's about it and stuff. So what I recommend this figure. If you guys are a huge fan of the design, I do recommend this and stuff. I still wish he could actually come with more accessories like the gun and the seed and maybe Katie Yeager, just to make up the $50, you know. But it is what it is and stuff. In my opinion, Hasbro's just making excuses just for people can buy it and stuff. But I mean, we'll still buy it anyways and stuff because it's Prime, you know. But yeah. anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video and stuff, and love, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye.